Can you hear me crying? Can you hear me crying? I remember when I seen it. I swear to God I was a demon. I remember when he did it. I pray to God he ain't mean it. It was something that a child shouldn't see, let alone three.
So, JCM Lando. First of all, in case some don't know, what does the JCM stand for?
Just call me. JCM in my name stands for Just Call Me Lando.
How did you even come up with that?
To be honest, I've been called many names. I went by many names, many aliases. Very first one was like Silver Piece.
You said what?
Silver Piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't even. Nah. And then from there it went to Kid Coma the Prince. It was my last name. Yeah.
All right.
I'm youngest out of three.
Okay.
So Kid Coma. I changed it to Prince Kid. O Jigs. Then I dropped the O, and then just went with Jigs. Lando Presents. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I said, at this point, you just call me Lando. Oh, boom, that's it. Just call me Lando. It was one long word. My friend sent me a mix he did for me, and he did JCM Lando on it. Instead of just call me Lando.
Okay.
And then I kind of ran with it.
Nice. So, it's October, a very special month for you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, it's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you now?
34.
Okay, 34. Okay. Sweetie's Day.
Uh-huh.
Got a sweetie?
Ah.
We'll leave that out. Also, Halloween, and I know you got the kids, but we're really here to talk about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Tell us a little bit about what that means to you.
First of all, I'm not your average victim. I was a child victim. I see my mom go through domestic violence a couple times growing up. Ever since then, even the thought about it now, it kind of just makes my blood boil. Nobody actually truly knows the damage it can do to your kids.
The pain, emotion you cause a part of me. Forever, I can never move on. You see, I'm hurt inside, emotionally scarred. I think about it every time. I think of my mom. I pray to God.
You said you seen your mother go through some domestic violence. Tell us a little bit more about that. Like, how did it make you feel in the moment?
It was frightening as a kid. You know, to be honest, if you think about, I can't even recall how old I was, but all I could you just picture seeing your mom, the person that birthed you, nurtured you, just to see her go through what she was going through by the person that was supposed to be somebody you called dad at the time, that was your father figure, to be able to do nothing.
So you felt like helpless?
Yes. Like, I think about it now, and I still see, I can envision how I looked, what I was doing, screaming, crying, stopped, there was blood everywhere. I don't think there should be no child in this world that just see some stuff like that.
I seen him raise a hand, I seen the closed fist. Then he started taking swings like he couldn't miss. One hit, then two hit, where I think you get the picture, so I sent you all the graphics. A blistering feeling to say the least. I walked through miles of tears to find some peace. They wonder why I'm so cold down underneath. Because my feelings unfroze, they won't release. So all the good stuff you used to tell me, it don't matter.
So you feel like that has had an effect on you, like some trauma for you as an adult, as a grown man?
Yeah, for several reasons. One, I was told stories about my actual birth father putting his hands on my mom. And for a long time, that was a big reason why I didn't want to connect with him. Because how you love somebody and you hit them like that? I don't understand it, you know? I don't like violence at all, right? I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. Doesn't mean I can't fight.
So you'll throw hands?
I would throw hands if I have to.
All right.
But I'm a mediator first.
Okay.
Right? And I think that comes from those events. Now, it could make me a violent person. I have an anger problem as well. I don't know if that stems from not being able to do anything at the time and just thinking about it, but I felt like growing an anger problem could come from seeing your mom go through something like that.
For sure. Not being able to do anything about it, feeling helpless, and now that you're older, you feel like you can, react how you wanted to then, but you can now.
Facts.
Makes sense.
Yes, sir.
The song Purple Ribbon, which honestly is one of my top favorite songs of yours. I'm gonna be honest about that. I really like that song. Did these events inspire you to write the song?
The events helped me write the song. So a fan of mine inboxed me one day and was like, "You should do a song about domestic violence." Because she's a victim of domestic violence. Her name is Jessica. Shout out to you, Jessica.
Shout out, Jessica.
She's in the beginning of the video too. I shouted her out. But at first, I'm not gonna lie to you. I told her I think about it. I sit on it, but I wasn't gonna do it because, as a man, what do I gotta? Who gonna listen to me about domestic violence? What do I have to say as a man about domestic violence? Because I'm not going through.
Especially a black man.
Especially a black man, right? So I talked to my wife at the time, who's actually white. Talked to my wife at the time, and then she was like, "Well, you did see your mom go through it. You have feelings you talked about in this song." And I sat there, after she told me that, I went to the basement with beat searching. I found this beat. I wrote the lady back like, "I got you. We could do this." And thus, Purple Ribbon was created.
So you tied what you went through into the song and kind of took the inspiration from a fan almost.
Yes, sir.
Makes sense.
Yes, sir. Fan inspiration is some of the best inspiration.
For sure. If y'all haven't checked out that song, definitely check it out. Purple Ribbon, great song.
Can you hear me crying now? Can you hear me crying now? Can you hear me crying? Can you hear me crying? I remember when I seen it. I swear to God I was a demon. I remember when he did it. I pray to God he ain't mean it. It was something that a child shouldn't see, let alone three. What are you to do when the one that's supposed to protect you is the one putting pain at your feet?
Now, is there a message that you want to leave with the people watching?
Yes. Very simple, but yet very important. Domestic violence is never okay. And it comes in many forms, by the way. But domestic violence is never okay. If you can't talk it out, leave. It never should come to physical altercations. You never should play with nobody's mind, whether you man or female, okay? If you feel the need to cause physical harm to somebody, you either don't need to be there or you need help.
So you mentioned whether it be man or female. How do you feel about the men that are facing domestic violence but not feeling like they're able to speak up because they are men? What do you think about the stigma of that?
Well, first of all, I get that men are naturally stronger, but we're still human. There are some men that are weaker than some women. There are some men more weaker mentally that they allow the woman to do it because they don't want to hit them back, right? That's not okay. We're in a new world, fellas. This is a new age, okay? Speaking up needs to happen, okay? And it starts with you speaking up. Understand something. Your partner, your spouse, the person you try to be with, they are not your kids, okay? You do not punish them with physical violence. We're adults, okay? Talk that stuff out. We're not kids. We do not punish each other by physical altercation. It just doesn't happen.
For sure, man. Well, look, I appreciate you expressing yourself, letting us in a little bit on your personal life and everything.
Sir.
Again, everybody go out and check out the song Purple Ribbon. JCM Lando, it's been good talking with you, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.